I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Village Board for August 27th, 2019. Can you please join us for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Village Clerk, would you please call the roll?
President DeSimone,
Here.
Trustee Carmona,
Here.
Trustee Franz,
Here.
Trustee Fry,
Here.
Trustee Lomax,
Here.
Trustee Penicola,
Here.
Trustee Perez.
Here.
That's 7.
We will move the public comment. Does anyone wish to address the board? If so, please approach the podium and state your name.
Yes, we have 2. Mr. Paul DeMichael.
I am Paul DeMichael. I live at 17W275 Rodick Lane. I am a member of the White Pines Water Committee, and as such, I attended the IEPA hearing where I submitted several questions. The Village of Bensenville received them and then requested a clarification of some of the questions. I delivered a written clarification to the village within 24 hours after their request. I have a page of the transcript of the hearing here, and on the bottom of page 34, it says, my statement is I took the time to put the questions in writing, and I am seeking a response in writing. I look forward, because I didn't get a written response, to receiving your written response by 5 p.m. Friday, August the 30th, either by U.S. mail or hand delivery. My second comment is been ongoing. It's I call it the next installment of the summer shuffle. That's where we take parking spaces out of the business district and move them north of the tracks. I'm going to read a petition that we submitted before because there seems to be some confusion as to what the petition said. It says, we the underside, being local business owners and customers of Bensenville, do not want Green Street and Center Street diagonal parking converted to parallel parking. The accompanying list of spaces the accompanying loss of spaces would be catastrophic to our retail business. Basically, the petition asks for continuation of diagonal parking. Now, apparently, there was some question from IDOT about diagonal parking on Green Street, but evidently there is no such question on Center Street. This brings the total number of signatures we submitted to just about 800, which is actually what it takes to win an election in Bensenville. There is still time to fix this because you haven't poured any concrete, and you should really relook at this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else?
Yes. Miss Gina Millington.
Gina Mellenthin, 4N150 Pine Grove. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you all. I was at the public hearing the other couple weeks ago, and unfortunately, I didn't see any of the elected officials there. I was a little disheartened that nobody showed up just to at least hear the concerns of a neighborhood that you would like to bring into your town. I know that there were many questions given. I did look at the transcript. I did look at the response to the questions that were given. Unfortunately enough, I believe that all the questions need to be answered before this would progress. And when I was here before you, I had several questions, and I was told to go to court and they would be presented in discovery, and that's where I would get my answer. So I just find it, again, a little disheartening that you would move forward with a project that you cannot answer the questions before it takes place. That's all I have to say. Nice to see you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Any other comment?
No, that's all we got in.
This will conclude public comment. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the August 13, 2019 Village Board meeting?
So moved.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any modifications to the minutes? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. The motion carries and minutes are now approved. The next item of business is to approve the warrant in the amount of $690,831.22. Is there a motion to approve the warrant?
You have a motion?
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion on the warrant? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
The motion carries and the warrant is now approved. Would the deputy village clerk please read the 10 ordinances and resolutions on the consent agenda that were discussed at the committee of the whole meeting?
Number 1, ordinance approving a variance to allow a paved parking area in the interior side yard non-adjacent to a detached garage at 197 South Gray Street, Bensonville, Illinois. 2, ordinance approving a variation to allow a porch in the interior side yard at 177 Henderson Street, Bensonville, Illinois. 3, ordinance amending section 3-3-5 of the Bensonville Village Code liquor regulations to increase the number of Class E2 liquor licenses from 1 to 2. 4, resolution to waive competitive bidding and authorize the execution of a contract with M.E. Simpson for the 2019 league survey in the not-to-exceed amount of $14,800. 5, resolution authorizing the execution of a purchase order to CNC Power of Carroll Stream, Illinois for purchase and installation of 40 inertia backup batteries for the police department in the not-to-exceed amount of $10,940. 6, resolution authorizing the execution of a purchase order to National Wash Authority, LLC, doing business as Midwest Mobile Washers of Morrison, Illinois, to perform cleaning of 2 water tower tanks in the not-to-exceed amount of $12,800. 7, resolution authorizing the execution of a design engineering service contract for the 2020 Village Water Main Improvements Project with James J. Bennis and Associates, Inc., in the not-to-exceed amount of $68,148. 8, resolution authorizing the final village participation cost for the construction of Elgin O'Hare Western Access Contract I-15-4638IT-02 in the not-to-exceed amount of $3,210.27. 9, resolution authorizing the purchase of a 3-year Microsoft Enterprise Agreement with CDW Government LLC in the not-to-exceed amount of $82,856.16. 10, resolution receiving and placing on file the Village of Bensonville Comprehensive Annual Financial Report dated July 25th, 2019, single audit report and management letter for fiscal year ended December 31st, 2018.
Is there a motion to approve the 10 resolutions and ordinances listed on the consent agenda and as read by the deputy clerk?
You have a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
The motion carries and the items on the consent agenda are now approved. We do not have a report for administration nor community economic development or finance. Under the police department, we have a resolution authorizing a transfer of funds from the police asset forfeiture account to purchase police equipment. Is there a motion to approve?
You have a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, is there any discussion? Chief, you want to take that?
Yeah, this is an asset forfeiture account, so when we make drug arrests, we submit the money to the Illinois State Police or the federal government, and after the money is awarded, we get a percentage of it back to spend on police equipment. From time to time, we transfer some funds out of this account and purchase police equipment with it.
Any other questions? Can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. Number 2 is a resolution authorizing a purchase of an incinerator to dispose of drug evidence from Elastic in a not-to-exceed amount of $4,200. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
You have a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
There being a motion and a second, any discussion, Chief?
This is an incinerator. We have evidence that's contraband, typically cannabis and some drugs that we take off the street. And now with the legalization of cannabis, we've been getting a number of complaints where people want to have their prior arrests expunged. Once they're expunged, obviously we have to destroy this evidence, and the proper way to destroy it is to incinerate it. It's safe. It's safe for the evidence custodian, and it's also safe for the environment because we don't put it, anywhere that it would be in a landfill or anything like that. So we budgeted for this incinerator. It's in our budget, and it's been approved by the board, and now we're asking to purchase it.
Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
yes,
Trustee Fry?
yes,
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries, the resolution is approved. Public Works, we have a resolution authorizing the execution of an engineering service contract with Strand Associates Incorporated to perform design engineering services for Supreme Drive, LS-13, and Spruce Avenue, LS-17, lift station upgrades in the not-to-exceed amount of $61,500. Is there a motion to approve?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
second,
There being a motion, a second, any discussions, Joe?
Good evening, yes. Back in May of this year, we did hire Strand and Associates to do a lift station analysis for us. We have received a draft report that's been submitted to staff, which lists basically the condition of all of our lift stations, some capital improvements for our CIP and things of that nature. Two key lift stations that are in need of immediate upgrades are lift station 13 and 17. They are Spruce and Supreme. Both of these lift stations are between 35 and 40 years old. One of them is a safety issue. We have rails that our pumps are on that are coming outside of the concrete in the vaults, so it's hard to actually maintain those. And the other one has 2 pumps that are not running properly. So we like to hire Strand to do some design engineering and hopefully get those on the books for this year. We asked them for a proposal. The 2 lift stations, the Supreme lift station would receive 2 new submersible pumps. We would demo an existing structure that's somewhat unsafe that's currently over the wet well, and we would replace the electrical equipment at that lift station. Lift station 17 Spruce would also receive 2 new submersible pumps, replacing the valves and the piping and the rails that the sump pumps sit on, as well as electrical upgrades. Strand's proposal includes all the engineering necessary up to and including bidding of these projects at $61,500. Our estimated construction cost is about $700,000, so it's about 8.8% of the construction cost, which falls within our 7 to 10% range that we're used to. So it's our recommendation to approve this contract.
Any other questions from the board? Can you call the roll, please?
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
yes,
Trustee Fry?
yes,
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries, the resolution is approved. We do not have a report underneath recreation. Presidential remarks, we have a few. We have a construction update. The downtown streetscape project is currently on schedule. Underground utility work in Phase 1 is complete, and focus has shifted to the roadway building the curbs and the streetscape work. The next few weeks will consist of curb and gutter installation, roadway building, stamped sidewalk installation, and planter construction. So with some good weather, we anticipate a switch over to Phase 2 in mid-September. One-way traffic is still in effect.
Yep.
Our Church Road bike path project is still in its initial stages of preliminary site work. We expect to begin with some minor utility work throughout the corridor, as well as starting a culvert extension. Traffic will be flagged as necessary during workday operations. So please do me a favor, do all of us a favor, be careful navigating in both areas. Tomorrow night is our last Music in the Park for this season. It's a rescheduled performance, which is simply Elton. So we should have great weather, so come on out and join us for our last Music in the Park. Our next scheduled village board meeting will be held on September 10th. And most importantly, everybody have a safe and happy Labor Day holiday. Do we have any village managers report?
Yes, just piggybacking on the Labor Day holiday, Village Hall will be closed on Saturday as well as Monday in observance of Labor Day. That also means that the brush pickup, which normally starts on Monday, will actually start on Tuesday. So make sure your brush is out on the curb by 7 a.m. on Tuesday. Garbage will be delayed as a result of Labor Day weekend one day. And then we ask everyone over the Labor Day weekend to come on downtown and patronize some of the businesses during this construction.
Do you have a village attorney's report?
I do not, Mr. President.
Is there any unfinished business to come before the board tonight? Is there any new business to come before the board tonight? Need for executive session?
There is no need, Mr. President.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.